Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the first time I actually realized I was sick. And it wasn't all in my head, and it wasn't just something that I could get over, but was undetectable through all medical testing and stuff like that. So kind of where I am in my story is I was really sick with the flu. I had high fevers every single night and then low fevers throughout the day for about a month. And so I finally went back to urgent care, but before my husband and I left that morning, I looked at him and I said, I think we need to go to the ER. And I just had a gut feeling that urgent care wasn't going to help me as much as the ER. And so we went to the ER. They ran a bunch of tests on me. They asked me what was going on. I had lost probably 10 to 15 pounds at this point. And my hair was starting to fall out, but I didn't really associate those things. And then the joint pain, I didn't associate that either. That was just me. That was just how I was. So I just told them about the exhaustion. I told them about the fevers and the flu-like symptoms that just would not go away. And so they ran a bunch of tests on me, and then they sent in it's not a receptionist, but that front face of the office that hands you the welcome pack whenever you're being admitted. They sent in her. She looked about 15 years old. I'm sure she was 18, but she came up to me in full PPE. And she handed me this welcome pack saying, okay, this is your meal schedule, this is everything like that. You're going to be on the second floor. And I had no idea why I was being admitted. And so I was like, what? I'm being admitted? And she basically just threw it on the bed and ran out of the room. And so after that, one of the nurses came in, and then they sent in the doctor after that. And they said that it looked like I had Graves' disease because I was in full-blown thyroid storm, where my thyroid was just extremely overactive. And so they asked me if I was taking anything, and I got nervous and I lied. And I said, no, I'm not taking anything. And I was taking a full list of supplements that my all-natural consultant, I always forget the actual name that she went by, but had recommended for me. And one of those supplements was called Pure Thyroid, and it was actually powdered pig thyroid that she had me taking to speed up my thyroid. Well, it flew me into full-blown thyroid storm, and they thought I had Graves' disease, and they were admitting me to see if they could stop it or calm it down. And so I was admitted. I also tested positive for mononucleosis, which is why everybody was in PPE within minutes of me getting that positive test result back. So I was, this was October 29th, 2016, and my birthday is October 31st. So I was in the hospital for 4 days that stint. My mom kind of dropped everything and flew across the country. I was in Indiana. She was in New Hampshire at the time. And she came and she stayed with me in the hospital, which was so nice because it gave my husband a break to be able to go back to work or whatever he needed to do. And I was able to have that support as well. And while I was in the hospital, they were still trying to figure out everything that was going on. I still didn't connect things in my mind, like the joint pain, the exhaustion, the hair loss, everything like that. And so I really wasn't able to give them all my symptoms because I didn't really know what they were asking for. I mean, they would ask for everything, but I just kind of associated those things in my mind as things that were just part of me and who I was, instead of things that were actually wrong and not a good baseline for any human being. So they ran an ultrasound on my thyroid. After I stopped taking the Pure Thyroid, my count leveled out within a couple days, I think it was, and it was actually at a good place by the time I left. Also, another thing was I had been taking so much ibuprofen for the pain that my liver was absolutely tanked. They were not happy with it at all. They were looking at possibly getting a biopsy of it just to see exactly what was going on there. But again, a few days without the self-medication of ibuprofen, and my numbers started climbing to a place where they were comfortable with. And so they rushed and got me in with a primary care physician, which if you've been following along, that was something that I kept putting off and kept not doing. When I was in the hospital, though, they did an ultrasound of my thyroid, which I mentioned. They also did EKGs 3 times a day, just to see what was going on with that. They also did a heart echo, and that was actually kind of a positive memory for me because I was having a hard time. I was very nervous. I think my mom and my husband at the time were gone. They had just gone to run some errands or something like that. And the lady doing it she and I were talking about farm animals, and she was just so sweet to me, and she made me feel so calm. And, while I had to like breathe at certain angles and stuff like that. So that was actually a really great memory for me. But I turned 26 in the hospital that year, and it wasn't until my 28th birthday that I started getting back into a place where I knew what was wrong with me, and I also felt like I was climbing the health ladder. So, yeah, I will let you guys know what happened after I went to that primary care physician, because that, I think I got out on like a Tuesday, and then that appointment with the primary care physician was the following Friday. And I, got hit with a whole nother list of possible diagnoses and kind of more rabbit holes to fall into and dive down. So I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have an awesome holiday week. See ya.